Trash litter contamination, a quiet problem that began with Bogota culture. Actually, the capital district of Colombia produces around 6,300 tons of trash every day. Furthermore, a mere of the 17% of this amount is taken advantage of, and just the 15% of that is recycled. That means that the other part ends up in the landfills Doña Juana, in the rivers, and on the streets where evidence bears. So this situation is called trash litter contamination, the action of throwing trash away in the wrong place. For example, people who eat candies and instead of keeping the wrapper they decide to throw it on the streets, or people who smoke and throw the cigarette bottle in the rivers, and even the garbage truck that doesn't collect correctly the trash. This problem begins with the little actions of the population mentioned previously. People litter without thinking about the consequences. Garbages, plastic wrappers, food waste, glass bottles, and others are generating an environmental alarm, causing soil, air, water pollution. In general terms, it affects the natural and the urban environment. I decided to work with this problem situation because 2 months ago Trident offered a promotion that consisted in keeping 20 wrappers of individual presentations, and with them you could claim for a cheeseburger in McDonald's. And at the beginning I bought a lot of the Trident gum, but with the time I saw that they are a little bit expensive. 300 pesos is a lot for a gum. So I began to look at the streets and I found a lot of these Trident wrappers. It's amazing the amount of candies such as hulls and gum wrappers littering Bogota streets. Therefore, I evidenced the problem situation by myself. I could watch the big amount of wrappers, cigarette butts, and other kinds of garbage littered on the street. Consequently, I decided to do a data collection to improve for my investigation, and that is what I found. The most part of the population knows that Bogota has a problem with garbage. The 96.9% think that there is an alarming level of garbage in Bogota. I also found that the food wrappers are the most frequent type of trash littered. In the pie chart, you can evidence that. The 78.1% is about food wrappers, next the 15.6% about cigarette butts, and then the 6. Moreover, in the bar chart, you can find the reasons why people litter in Bogota. So, because people do not find a trash bin in their way, because people do not like to carry their garbage until they're home, because people know that the streets are going to be swept by carelessness, and the 78.1% of the population think that the main reason why people litter in Bogota is by all the previous reasons. In conclusion, the trash litter contamination in Bogota has to do with the city's culture. Clearly, this problem could be solved by changing and eliminating the bad habits of littering the population has taken. Therefore, the solution that I propose is to create biodegradable food wrappers that could dissolve in water. These wrappers consist in a composition of vegetable fiber such as cassava, savia, and other natural components. They could be dissolved with rainwater or with river water, and when they dissolve it becomes feed for the animals, mainly insects and fish. To evaluate my solution, I found an organization in Bali that also want to reduce the trash litter contamination in the island. That organization is called Avani, and it has a similar solution that consists in bags and other products such as paper, straws, that appear to be plastic, but they are composed of biodegradable materials that could be dissolved in water, and at the same time they have nutrients to feed fish in the seas. For these reasons, I think that the solution proposed could work in Bogota.